What is up, everyone? Today we're going to be looking at my brand new Kimber Stainless Target II, and I'm going to be going over some issue that I have with the gun. This gun is brand spanking new, picked it up on Sunday, was actually going to do a whole bunch of work to it yesterday, which was Monday, President's Day. The only thing I put on it was the lock grips there, as well as the grip tape on the front, because there is no grip checkering like on the back. Overall, when I inspect new guns, I check the fit and the finish. The slide to frame fit was actually very, very tight. The trigger was very, very good, very, very nice and crisp. I didn't see any blemishes in the finish, so overall it looked pretty good. I didn't notice that the sights, I did actually like the front sight. I like how much bigger the front sight fiber optic is than other standard 1911, so that was actually something that drew me to this gun. It is a Target model, so it does have adjustable rear sights. I didn't notice looking down the sight picture that it was a little off to the right, but since it has adjustable rear sights, it didn't really bother me. I didn't really think anything of it until yesterday when I got home and I was going to give this a complete makeover, and then I did a closer inspection of the front sight. The front sight, I don't know if it can capture on camera, is super duper cockeyed. And normally when I'm looking at guns, I really don't care about the sights, because usually I'm going to replace them anyway. But this one I was going to leave on because it is fiber optic already, and I actually liked the sight picture on this with the, I think it's a 1.4 width blade. I like long, fatter blades. So it's actually, instead of being like this, it's kind of like this and not even centered. So it's not even centered, and then it's also cocked to the right. You can actually see that because the evenness against the dovetail edges really kind of stands out. once you notice it, you can't unnotice that. But I didn't notice that at the gun shop when I was inspecting my gun. Otherwise I would have probably rejected this. But it was the only one that they had at the time of the dross, so it was either this one or I had to wait for them to get another one in. But normally, like I said, this wouldn't be a deal breaker for me because I'm going to replace the front sight anyway, but in this case, I'm actually keeping the front sight. So I'm kind of miffed. So I did email Kimber customer support about this. Obviously don't want to send the whole gun back for a warranty review. They should just send me a brand new front sight, and I could put that on myself because it is a dovetail. And my concern actually is the dovetail cockeyed, or is the sight itself cockeyed? So the dovetail actually looks pretty straight. The cut looks perpendicular to the front of the slide. So I think that the sight was just put in cockeyed, like that, and then is actually too far to the right. So hopefully they can send me a new front sight, because if I start mashing this in, it might take it out, put it back in, the dovetail might be loose. So overall, that's my only complaint so far about my new Kimber Stainless Target II. I was going to be using this in USPSA single stack division. This was actually going to be my my main gun after single stack championships this coming weekend. I was going to bring this as a backup, get it sighted in, and use this as my backup. Then after the single stack championships in Arizona this weekend, I was going to use it as my main gun, because I actually do like the fit and finish of this better than my Springfield Target. This is actually a much nicer finish. The tolerance on this seem a lot nicer than my Springfield. I'm just a little bit miffed about this front sight, but hopefully Kimber will make it whole, and I'll be using this as my main single stack 9mm 1911 in the future, and hopefully make jam with this, or maybe make jam with my my Springfield operator that I have. But either way, I want to be shooting more 1911s in single stack this year, and hopefully this turns out to be a good one.